All right, word. Day 37. I'm so sorry, Midas. I couldn't do justice to the holiness of the number 37 today. I got to tell y'all more about it. But look, I just wanted you to see my location. Well, this thing's cute if you can see it. It's soap flakes. It says soap flakes with new radiant action. That's from Charlotte's Web. That's about as cute as this is gonna get. 'Cause it's gonna get dirty and gritty, y'all. I just wanted you to see that my poem is on the dryer. That's right. Just like this is the setup I do. Yes, this is what I'm wearing. This is in fact the location. This is where we are. This is what's up. Day 37. Like I said, Midas, one of my longest, dearest homies. I wish that I could do number justice number to that sacred number today. Um, yeah, my homie Midas taught me the importance of 37. She would always see it in these places that were leading her to moments, mystery, keep going, means something. And as soon as she told me about it, and 7 is my favorite number. 3 is our like trio trinity. 7 is like ultimate perfection. So when they blend, I don't know, it's really something. So I wanted to incorporate that, but then today sucked ass. And so I had to kind of go a different direction. So I will try to give more to that number juju later. Please bear with me. I want to try to give a few disclaimers. Yes, I am here in my emotional basement. This is a funky location, not as glamorous as others. I told you in a previous poem I'd maybe try to film down here when I talked about my emotional basement. And yes, I'll explain the fit too. Check out these feetsies. What? Yes, everything all will be explained. There's no unawkward way to sit down here, especially in an outfit like this. But it's okay. It all works. I like the shadows. Whoa. Yeah, we're in that dark, dingy, emotional basement. And I gotta tell you, I'm fucking terrified. I just did like a broad sweep of the really overwhelming amount of spider webs that are down here. And it was just like a vanity sweep, swoop, swoop. And it was scary. It was like enough to make a colony of spider webs. And I know there's mice down here, so I'm a little freaked out, but that's okay. It fits with what I'm feeling. Trying to get back to trying to get back to the future. Trying to get through the backstory as quickly as I can, because it's a pretty longy. As you saw, it was scrolled across the entire dryer. I gotta move this so I can freaking read it. Hopefully I can achieve this. If I couldn't, it would be par for the course for the day. And of course, I'm still in pain. I don't know what's going on with my health. You know, it's the weekend, so better not have something fucked up with your body happen on the weekend, because this is America. You're shit out of luck. Yeah, because urgent care, we all know how much they tell us about what's actually going on. Anywho, still in pain, but I'm crouched in my emotional banquet. Guys, I'm really trying. Like, many anxiety attacks have been had today, and I'm telling you, words are hard. Humanity. Wow. Blowing my mind today. Truly. We had to go to the dump to bring our Christmas tree. Yes, we're a little late in the game. Welcome to pandemic. It's fucking crazy. And just to go to the dump, and some leaves that were from the fall and whatever, other stuff that we had to get rid of. It was insane. I truly thought that we were going to get hit 4 times at the least. Just madness, just rage, just people fucking raging. There was this guy, like I was complaining about on Groundhog's Day. Here I am again in Groundhog's Day. There was this kid, maybe 18, in his brand new, what was it? What fancy fucking tiny dick car was it? Lambo? I think it was a Lambo. In his fucking Lambo, this ginger kid. Normally I love gingers. I didn't want to have poison in my soul for this kid. But he was driving his brand new Lambo, speeding like a fucking asshole. Snapchatting. I saw him at a red light take like 60 pictures of himself. Bro, who's getting that horny for you in that Lambo? Tell me who. I want to know. We need to have a talk so I can tell her to run for the hills. Anyway, yeah, I can't even tell you all the different asshole encounters we had because they were so plentiful. People just ramming our asses. Like, okay, so some of the quotes, definitely the title of the poem I'm doing is a line from my boyfriend. Some of the quotes in here are from my boyfriend, some are from my best friend. I'm not going to take the time to pick them all out. And then the rest are just my interpretations and me. But we all had a hard time today. And my boyfriend is usually the kind of person who, when I'm freaking out, when I'm like feeling that fight or flight all the time, anxiety monster, etc., he is always trying to ground me and be like, look at this beautiful thing, and it's okay, and this is good about people. And today he was like, what the fuck? Because it was like, people are just intentionally trying to hurt you, and you're just trying to get from point A to point B. And this used to be my sleepy little town. You could almost say it used to feel like a village. Not anymore, bitch. Not anymore. And Fort Collins was named the number one place in the country to live. And do you know what that spells? Disaster. It's the end for what was beautiful about this place. It really is. It sucks, guys. I read this really awesome article by this guy. Maybe I've already mentioned this. Who cares? It's worth repeating. This really cool article of this guy who was being humble, and he was like, I was a foodie, I was a writer, I was trying to get in on the like Insta fame, and he wrote about this burger joint that was the number one burger joint in America, and he admitted, he said, you know what I did? I fucking ended that place. They couldn't keep up with the selfies and the Insta and the people flooding and flocking to be a part of this best burgers ever. And they fucking went under. And they destroyed this guy, this old pops who had been in business for like 40 fucking years. That's what happens. That's what happens when you say, oh, here's this beautiful little patch of land that has goodness to it. And I can't go anywhere anymore. And I'm sorry, I feel so bad. I'm trying. You guys, you don't even understand how much I'm trying to like manifest the good and feel the good and find the good and renew myself in this pandemic. And I really do. I leave the house with this attitude like, I'm going to find it. The shimmer is out there. We got this. And then I'm just swarming in the fucking spider webs of it all because people are acting vicious and out of control out there. I don't know how to regain control. I actually, about a year and a half ago, I spent a year trying to get a meeting with the city planner. Maybe I've mentioned this story too. I don't care. It's worthy. I think I only mentioned a snippet of it. But I got a meeting with the head of city planning, the head of like development in my town. Took me forever. Had to email his assistant to get to him. I went in with my power suit and my awesome tie, and all these people complimented my outfit, and I gave him all my brilliant observations about like, this light is horrible, the people running red lights, the places where people are so congested that there's literally no way to get through, city development that is hideous, all these different things that were super valid. And he wrote me off so hard, guys. So like, pat, that's cute. And to all of my valid concern, he said, we're on it. Well, you know what I have to say to him? No, you're fucking not. It's so out of control, the explosion of this place. And I know what you're thinking. Like, yeah, I welcome, honestly, like, we are such assholes to immigrants, all the immigrants that need places to go. I would rather exchange all the, like, bougie twat holes who are, like, coming here, who think they fucking own the place, from rich places. No one can afford to live here anymore. My friends can't afford to live here anymore. I wish it was immigrants coming with new culture and new ideas instead of all these Richie riches and their tight buttholes ruining my day. Please go away. It's hurting my feelings. And again, my therapist teaches me this. Nothing is all or nothing. Nama fucking stay and all, okay? Like, if you are coming to this place that I have called home, since my head popped out of the womb, and you come with like kindness and love and grace and mercy and humility, great. Welcome aboard. But people are not acting that way. They're just acting like scary ass fucking outer space aliens who are, I don't even know what they're doing. I don't even know where they're racing to. Who's doing anything interesting these days? Like, where are you going? Just, I feel my life is in danger all the time because these people are trying to get to some fucking brewery. You gotta be kidding me. Like, it is ruining this experience of this place that I love, and it makes me so fucking sad. I can't even describe it to you. And yes, there are exceptions. I have met lovely people that have come from other places. Please do not feel like I am targeting you. And I have to give the preemptive, like, my people, the people who my people is, the audience. You know me, you feel me, you know I'm not yelling at you, but it's just like, I can't present this fake self to you and be like, I am a poet who only poets about things that are harmonious. Because I'm poeting about what I feel, y'all. And what I felt today was like a bunch of fucking uptight white people were trying to come for my life so that they could go get beers and fucking pick their noses and take selfies about it. I don't know. It feels insane. It feels so suffocating. And like, I convinced two of my like best friends, my now best friends, to move here. I met them, they were coming from somewhere else, they were kind of playing around with the idea, and their energy was so beautiful that I was like, please move here, please come here, please bring your lovely light. We need you. So I'm not saying there aren't exceptions, but if you're trying to move to my hometown and act exactly the fuck how you acted in your big shitty city, or like, I don't even know what you're trying to do, people. It's just really scary. You know, you trying to get to a yoga class? Please calm the fuck down. It's not a little bit. It's like aggressive. Like, so there was an ambulance coming today, which is more and more and more. The more people who live here, more shit's going down, more accidents every day. I'm very triggered by this. I've been in 4 pretty bad accidents that were not my fault at all, that caused injuries and trauma and just people fucking slamming into me because they had to get where they were going. And, so, God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Like, I promise you, if you knew, if you could see my heart, if you could see how hard I tried to be in the light today, oh man, if you only knew. But it was like, so a big ambulance and a fire truck was coming, and it's like, you all know the law. You know what the rule is. You know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fucking pull over. Was anybody pulling over? No. They're racing. They're trying to pull in front of each other. There's this spot where everybody in town knows that it turns into one lane. I saw people passing like 15 cars trying to get ahead while a fucking ambulance is coming. And then a few people pull over. And then, as the ambulance passes, my boyfriend and I are trying to pull out. You all know how this works too, right? Like, the person who was ahead gets to go out first, and we're all doing the same goddamn thing because we know how this works. Nope. These motherfuckers hard charging, trying to go past us instead of letting us out. Like, no. And I'm talking like 6 different cars, like, because they had to wait for 4 fucking seconds. It makes me insane, y'all. I got out of LA for a reason. And I was born and motherfucking raised here. You used to go south in this town and there was nothing. There was farms. You know what's happened to those farms now? They're being plowed for like postmodern. Like, I want to look like I'm in Sweden. These bullshit houses. There's so many of them here. They look like they're trying to be made out of like train cars, but you know that they cost like at least $1 million, and they're just so bougie and ugly. And okay, I'm trying to get through it all. There's another development. There's an actual drive-in my town. I know I've mentioned this too, but I can't eat. I wish I could draw you a horrific, gory, bloody graphic novel of expressionism just to explain how hideous this development is. And they're trying to call it affordable housing, starting in the low 400s, you motherfuckers. And I've never seen anything uglier in my life. It is, I mean, it is so dystopian and hellish that I literally throw up in my mouth a little bit when I drive by it. And it used to be like fields and my drive-in and these memories and nostalgia. Ah, now what is it? Probably one of the top 10 ugliest shits I've ever seen in my life. So, we're at the dump, and you know, you're supposed to go like 10 miles an hour at the dump. People are just fucking riding us, just fucking. There's like a stop sign where you're supposed to stop. We're leaving the dump, and there's a thing that says yield to the straight oncoming traffic. This guy just boosh, goes in front of us in his big red car. It's like, how do you sleep at night? And I just scream at people, and I don't want to have this rage in my body. There's enough pain in my body. And I'm like, motherfucker, you best be getting laid wherever you're going, or have to poop so hard that you're prairie dogging, because you just risked my life. Are you joking? Are you joking? Sorry, I'm sorry. I hate apologizing, but I really am. I don't like these feelings in my tummy. And then my best friend today was texting me as I was texting her, this motherfucker just rode our asses because we pulled over for a fucking ambulance. Even when you put your blinker on, people are like, yeah, you think you're gonna turn? What? My God. Show some kindness. Who raised you? That's what I'm yelling out my car all the time. Who raised you? So as I'm texting my best friend about, you know, our asses being ridden and feeling like we're gonna get hit like 6 times, she was doing a little retail therapy. She's also feeling very depressed, and she was even texting me like, do I need this Wally shirt, or am I just looking for a hit of serotonin? Like, I don't need it, right? But do I need it? And I understand that feeling. And she's there just trying to get a little snippet of something, a little high, a little joy, a little anything. And she's waiting in line. You know, the lines at these big box stores, they're very obvious. They make it like an amusement park. It's very clear. And this woman fucking purposefully smashes her car in an L shape and butts in front of my best friend, who has been through everything in the past few years, who has suffered so greatly and is just trying to get a little moment of fun. And this woman goes past her, confrontationally, directly, just she has to like squeeze her ass through the fucking thing because there's not even any room where they're standing, and just goes in front of her. And my best friend says, excuse me, and the woman blatantly ignores her, totally acts like she does not exist, and her voice is in a void which she cannot hear. And the woman's boyfriend is pinching her ass like my best friend doesn't exist, isn't there, isn't part of the world. And she says again, excuse me. Like, you just fucking went right in front of me on purpose. No response. And you have to know my best friend to know this is so not her. She's so good to everyone, even though she's had such a hard life. She's so polite, and she doesn't fucking make her presence known at parties. She doesn't try to be the biggest voice in the room or the biggest presence in the room ever. And she said, bitch. And I was so proud of her. Oh my God, I was so proud of her. But you have to know her to know that, like, she would never say that or do that. And this is what people are driving us to. People just don't care, and I don't get it. I'm trying so hard to be, like, kind, and I barely even ever leave the house. My friends who are still in the service industry are telling me stories about people that I'm just like, whoa. Like, asking to be transferred tables because they're sitting next to people with tattoos and being like, I feel uncomfortable. Like, are you... What? So anyway, it was insanely stressful, and then one of the only good parts of the day was we had to stop at this thrift store because they sell cords for like way cheap, and we don't have money right now. So my boyfriend needed this cord, and we stopped, and I found this masterpiece for $2. So that was the super part of my day, whereupon I felt like I was gonna fucking die or be maimed 6 times just so people could, you know, go poop or go get their milk or whatever people think is so important about themselves. And then I put on this here snake thing, which I'm thinking I'm going to take off because it's kind of hurting me. And I've been hurt enough today. But, you know, I was just kind of feeling like, Medusa today, like, bitch, I'm about to turn you to stone. I'm about to turn you to stone. I'm about to yell at my mom. Mom! I can hear you! I hope that's entertaining the video because, guys, I'm so stressed out. I'm not going to start over, but it's like, Mom, quiet on the set. That's what I always say. Quiet on the set. Just give me a minute. I'm doing my thing. Mom, God. Anyway, I hope you can relate, guys. I'm talking to my good people, and I know it's my good people watching this, but if you are the good people, you gotta hold on, and you gotta shine the good brighter, but please don't fault me for needing to vent this, because like I said, I'm not sweeping across the board, like no one is welcome here, but just please, this town was literally the model of downtown Disneyland. Walt Disney came here to this town, found the motherfucking architect of Fort Collins, and was like, build me this. This is what I want. And Disney has its own problems of misogyny and false mentalities and leading us astray and, you know, showing us the way things are, but that's not how things are at all. And I get that. But really it was designed, and it started as this like beautiful grassroots little town where people farmed and they were kind to each other. And now it's like, great death, impending doom of the strip mall, destruction, everything will be the burbs or it will be modern. And the homes here are so beautiful, they look like they're out of a Victorian movie. And then people just come in and plow that down and build their fucking monstrosity of like whatever the fuck people are trying to look like now, like postmodern, industrial. I have like these huge metal grates as my like, it's hideous, okay? It's hideous. Look around you. Read your audience. These are homes that are like little fucking cottages and cute, like, little, like, Snow White lives there. And people are trying to build these, like, ego palaces, right? I mean, you'll literally see, like, the cutest little house you've ever seen in your whole entire life, which is, like, where the 7 dwarfs could live. And then right next door to it, someone's built some, like, looks like it came out of a horrible architectural magazine for fucking arrogant assholes. I can't think of even descriptive words. My vocabulary is shot, you guys. It's shot. So I feel bad sandwiching this one in between my dad's 2 beautiful poems, but I think he'll actually be proud of me because he was like, you need to know who your enemies are, Teal. Sometimes they're much closer than you think. And that's true. That's true. They're kind of all around us. And also there's some extreme language in here. I want you to know I am a very spiritual person. I am not a religious person. I do believe in souls. I believe in karma. I believe in energies. I believe in reintroduction of energies. You know, maybe reincarnation, but or something like that. Soul matter, stardust. I believe in all these things. I don't necessarily believe in heaven or hell, but I talk about it in here. I mean, I think being alive is heaven, like getting to feel, and we should be fucking grateful for it and treat each other with kindness. But for how religious I know a vast majority of the world is, and then how I see the vast majority of people acting, makes me feel insane. Makes me feel like people are just being way too hypocritical to even ever leave the house, and they should just stay home. But anyway, it's an extreme way of dealing with an extreme situation. And yes, I know there's middle ground everywhere, and there's lots of ins and outs, and I know that this audience isn't necessarily who I'm yelling at, but hopefully you can feel some catharsis in what I went through today, because it wasn't just today. It's kind of every day. It's kind of every time I go past my front door, I'm pretty freaked out. So I'm going to get through it. We're already a little long. I'm going to rock it out here. Here we go. It's called, It's a Whole New Level. Therapists are going to be busy for a while. You endangered us all like embodied human downfall, and you got one car ahead. How do you feel? You see exactly what's happening here. You have 2 choices of how to deal. Be an asshole or don't. Why do you always have to choose the former? You don't see the better option, or you just won't. You just can't put off the routine for later, can you, bro? You have to do the routine now, during a pandemic. Even when it could kill somebody, your boring, predictable, fucking wasn't even cool before the tragic pandemic because you did it all the time on repeat routine bullshit. You simply must do it anyway. Like your fucking beer pong is worth brandishing a loaded gun. Your fun is of equal or lesser value to human lives. Do you also do the thing with knives between your fingertips, hoping you don't slip? Because it seems like you would. Like, you'd give COVID to 10 people knowingly, and then when your mom asked how college was going, you'd just say, all good here. Steering a clear course in my forceful, giant, totally not overcompensating chariot towards whatever might benefit me, and fucking plowing over everything else. Death Race 2000 up in here. Please send help. Fuckers helter-skelter style, acting like they run over a baby to get a few more fucking points. How disjointed do we have to get before people see we're not being people anymore? How many of these out for my fucking self only death race points do these Snapchat at the wheel, screeching wheel, mighty zeal for being pushy, bumper riding, non-law abiding asswads need to acquire before they see those are the points that get them front row passes in hell? I'm fucking serious here. You dare go to church or claim to believe one holy or self-righteous goddamn thing, and you simultaneously drive like I see 80 to 89% of people driving? Your ass is riding straight to that double hockey stick place, and you better fucking face it and replace it quick, or you're gonna get picked to test out the new torture devices down there first. I have always believed in the good and very best that inherently guides others, over believing in the low, dirty, down, and worst. But just trying to get to the dump with our Christmas tree, side note, that whole place was the metaphor for exactly what I see in these deviant, racing, raving mad freaks all around me. I lost so much hard-earned hope. And my believing swayed into some dark shit where my confidence in humankind was literally fading like the daylight. And I wanted to throw all these heinous, sorry excuses for soul vessels in the middle of a giant monster cockfight, where their eyes would be pecked and their shovey, pushy, squishy sense of dignity, fucking trying to cause a wreck every 5 seconds selves, would be Godzilla-sized cock-beak stabbeth to hell. To the hell they all pretend to fear. I'm sick of it here, and it's my fucking home. Leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone, you unworthy, speeding, swervy fucks. When they get close to me, I am tempted to push my luck and try to chuck the very darkest magic I know at them, but that doesn't lend itself to who I really am. I will not tap into my darkness for these skin sacks. I will not waste my beautiful soul-protecting life force on attacking them in any way. But fucking hell, do they ever try to sway me to that Voldemort shit? I got a splitting headspace ache now, and y'all fucking garbage plowed the zen I was desperately seeking with your acting like you're fucking tweaking just to get to the slow leak of the home goods sales, failing any remaining semblance of your souls to get to the Whole Foods attitudes. I'm fucking over you. This was my town first. You want to bet on it? Take a shit on my holy spot? Flaunt what you got all over my once idyllic origin place? Fuckheads. If I could shrink your little snot faces Beetlejuice witch doctor style without any vile repercussions to my karma, I fucking would. Pick another neighborhood to park your Escalade in, cause now that we're swimming in them, this town, and nay, this very country, is not what they said it was in the brochures or websites or stupid rank everything magazines. Before you ripped it apart at its beautiful, once integral seams, American fucking dream? Bitches, this is a nightmare. I don't mean to scare the ones who still care or dare to dream, but the ones of them I speak of, the take at any cost, long lost their moral compasses, they're everywhere. Buyer beware. The clean air is no longer worth the veritable wealth of spreading douche nozzle disease. It will not please you to know the pristine Rocky Mountains they urged you to go to are now only accessed through a Mordor slew of fresh brewed, newly moved stooges and twats. Yes, they put us on the hot list, the #1, the oh so fun, but I'm fucking telling you, that boat sailed into the sunset long ago and far away. What awaits you now, I regret to say, is a gray, concrete, conceited, grossly overrun petri dish of sick, take your pick of negative descriptions, giving me a daily conniption fit, can't even smell how rank they are, upper class to wealthy, or just downright soul unhealthy shits. And just to sit right next to their pretentious stank and sip craft brews with them will cost you more than the ungodly home prices they'll charge you, even for a house the size of a dog pen. Yeah, cool. Fucking end, my friends, who have been here for decades, 'cause y'all coast to coast boastful grabby hands just gotta raid this cookie jar. From near and far, they come to make my treasured home a shallow, arrogant, insane clusterfuck of $80,000 SUVs and trucks. To suck this land dry of whatever once made her sparkle and shine. You'll fucking eat up my beloved trails and stomp the columbines before you're through. To make room for the palace of you. Fucking A. Why can't these always in a fucking hurry vampires just pass right through? They named it for the epic rocks, the deep color red, and now that's the angry color of my head, and my poor Colorado soul is seemingly perpetual, moody blue. Cat, cow, cat, cow. Namaste. I'm just like, I'm sorry, guys. I had to get that out. I had to get it out because it was so painful in my soul. My eye twitch came back. My internal pain I'm dealing with felt so much worse. I never get to spend time with my boyfriend until the weekends, and goodness bless him, he's been dealing with me, like, having to just mourn and freak out and sob, and everything is a perceived threat and an anxiety inducer, and I just feel so bad for him, and I just wanted to have a nice day with him, and I thought, even at the dump, like, we can make enough positive energy to make this okay, right? And it's just like, people, stop. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Like, why are you behaving like this? You could all just go the speed limit and follow the rules, and we could all feel like we're gonna live, it's gonna be another day, we're all gonna be okay. And instead, it is like Death Race 2000. I brought that up. Saw that movie when I was like 12 at a big Truth or Dare slumber party, and I just remember being so shocked. I mean, this was before, torture porn and shit like Saw. Don't even get me started on, like, how much humanity really needs that shit right now. Like, now they're making a new fucking Hannibal Lecter series. Like, yeah, that's what people need. More fear and desperation and sleepless nights. You betcha. I mean, not that I don't write some dark stuff, but dude, come on. Enough of this, like, everybody be afraid of your neighbor. I mean, but I guess it's accurate, because I'm afraid of all these new neighbors. But yeah, Death Race 2000 blew my mind, dude. 70s. I mean, it's kind of like campy and that sort of like, everybody looks like a porn star, but they're like in really cool outfits and costumes. But yeah, it's like futuristic. People literally get points to run over other human beings, and it's disgusting and it's disturbing, and that is exactly what it feels like. What else was I gonna put? a disclaimer about, or I don't even remember. But yeah, Death Race 2000 is insane, and it feels exactly like that. And I know there was some other point I was trying to make, but look, guys, it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. We do not have to stay in our emotional basements and feel like shit all the time. It's not even that hard to just be kind. And I'm saying this even to my good people, so that if you see it in someone you know, if you start to see that, like, I gotta get to Sprouts or whatever, it's just like, no, you don't. It's fine. We're gonna be fine if you just drive the way you're supposed to drive and don't crush or hurt or maim or kill anyone in the process, you know? There have been some horrific car accidents in this town recently, and it didn't used to be that way. It didn't used to be like, bam, craziness, craziness, craziness. And it sure as shit is getting that way. And I just, yeah, I don't want to have to write a poem like this. I just want people to have reverence for where they are. And if you think, like, Colorado's so great, I'm totally gonna move there, please come with some love in your heart and some consideration that there's human lives all around you. I don't know. It's just not the same anymore, y'all. It suddenly, like, a switch got flipped and some floodgates got initiated, and it feels really crazy. Like, I don't ever want to go anywhere anymore, and it hurts me. It hurts me to feel that way. So, sorry I had to get a little gritty, y'all. I just got so upset. We all want to live, you know? Like, I have not eaten in a restaurant. I have not eaten in a restaurant since March. I have supported restaurants and gotten to-go food and tipped them heartily, but I haven't eaten one because I want to live, because I'm trying to stay safe. I've been completely considerate of the human beings around me because I want them to live. So, like, your car is a weapon. You're weaponizing your drive to, like, fucking Chick-fil-A or wherever you're lining up in the streets to get to, because you can't just buy some chicken. Like, whatever. I'm trying not to be overly critical, but if you feel me, you feel me. You know what I mean? If you feel me, you feel me. There are so many people that I am friends with who were born in this town, and now they're all like, I can't even afford to live here. What the fuck happened? It's so scary for us, because, like, we were here first. And I'm not saying you're not welcome, but don't just, like, fuck it up. Don't just, like, walk into the beautiful museum and just start, like, flinging mustard on things. I don't know, guys. Anyway, that's enough for my emotional basement. I'm sorry it got weird, guys. I'm sorry that I had to bring it with some weirdness, but let's just leave it on these feetsies of this dazzling outfit. Thanks for letting me have a little bit of a basement spiderweb rant tangent. I apologize. Bring it in. Tomorrow's another day. I'll bring some more beauty. I will bring you beautiful things from my soul, but I just had to express that if you're even just going on the basics of how to treat people, it's like, you treat them how you want to be treated, right? That's like 101. That's like totally baseline. So, do you want me ramming your ass with my, like, multi-ton metal thing? Do you want me cutting you off? Do you want me almost killing you, almost smashing into you? No. And I'm never going to treat you that way. So just do the thing that you know is the old adage and the super basic 2 + 2 = 4 kind of human behavior, because I don't really see anyone doing that so much. So anyway, okay. Send me good thoughts, guys. My insides hurt a whole lot. I really hope I can get financial aid to call me back on Monday, because, again, you can't have any issues on the weekend. I'm having a lot of shitty feelings in my body, and I hope it changes. Today didn't help it any, but we can change it, guys. We can change it. We can turn the boat around. We can do this, and we have to, or else I don't know, like the bad guys win and the end of the movie sucks. So let's make it one of those movies that people leave going, yay, I believe in something. Okay? Help me. Let's do it. We can do this. Thank you. Love you. See you tomorrow for day 38. It'll be great. Much better. Good night.